In this fantabulous episode, we are going to be playing a little game known as Orwell. Welcome. Come on in. Have a seat. I am Dark Soldier 420 for Wixatic Gaming Corner. Now, as you may have noticed, it's pretty plain, but I have played this game before, and I found it pretty awesome. It's very unique in that it's kind of like, I guess it'd be almost like Papers, Please, if anybody's ever played that. Oh, I gotta choose a profile picture. Alright, so I'm gonna be this guy. He just kind of looks cool. And, so, the idea is that you will be finding pieces of, well, it'll actually explain it. It's kind of a very interesting concept. But anyway, so we'll try and get through at least the first day. If we can. If it doesn't take forever. One thing of note, I am not going to read things out loud. So if you guys want to read the stuff, you can. There are certain things that I will read because it's necessary and I will have to do it. But there are other things that I won't necessarily read, like conversations that go on between the people. So Episode 1, the clocks were striking 13. You're online. Good. Call me Symes. I will be your advisor on Orwell. Together, we will form both the first and last line of defense against terrorism. For this test phase, you are one of the first people to try out the Orwell system under real circumstances, selected from thousands of applicants from across the globe. Normally, congratulations would be in order, but as you can see from that footage, there has been an incident. So let's get started. I have activated the reader tool for you. Its purpose is storing bookmarks to online websites and documents for easy access and to highlight when there is new information to be investigated. First, I want you to be informed of the situation. Our leading newspaper, the National Beholder, will bring you up to speed. Alright, so we'll click on the leader, click on headlines, and it shows. Feel free to browse the National Beholder. I've activated the profiler. Open the unknown person file once you're done. Okay, so we'll go ahead and look at this newspaper. It talks about 100 gray shadows. Usually if you don't read each, you don't necessarily have to read them, but even if you don't click on each separate article, it'll say that there's still information there. So we want this one says, explosion destroys a freedom memorial in Boston. First time I played it, I really thought that had said Boston. I was like, oh, wow, that's weird, but it is just Boston. 3 people killed, 5 severely injured. Authorities received strange letter. So we can read more. And, there's approximately, basically talks about the attack. This is what happened. This is what they found. They found a letter containing the first 3 stanzas of a German folk song, and it talks about the Prime Minister and his the situation for that. Anyway, so we'll click on the unknown person. Alrighty. The profiler holds all known information on those we investigate. The file you have opened is for our main suspect. The blue-haired woman that the CCTV footage shows before the assault is no stranger to the police. Take a look at the arrest record. Alright, so we have to go back to the thing, and this is the Bonton Police database. Click on that, and it shows that the highlighted elements in the record are pieces of data that are able to be extracted. We call these elements data chunks. Hovering over data chunks will reveal their relevance to the case and any connections or information it may influence. Drag and drop all data chunks from the police database into a profile to upload them to our servers. So this is the data chunk. It says that it's a profile update for said suspect. So we can move that over to there and it'll upload it. Okay. So we got that. And and then we can move the picture too. Move the picture or mugshot. Alright, the reason that very good. Pictures and names are crucial information for Orwell to identify a person. Information in documents can only become a data chunk when it can clearly be assigned to a target person. And add the reason for Miss Watergate's prior arrest that has just been unlocked. We will need this info to progress. So, with these data chunks, I'm sure he'll tell you later. Good, with the data you extracted from the police record, a new document can now be accessed. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you believe in coincidence? I do not. Find data revealing where she attacked the police officer and you will see what I mean. So, when you use a data chunk, you can actually have your choice of using it or making it basically, I'll show you. So if I wanted to, I could go like this. Go like this. See how it says disable? I can disable it so that it doesn't say. Anyway, so we can upload that to Orwell. Basically, it just talks about what she did. The exact same location as the assault. Then she turns up there right before the explosion. Surely not a coincidence. As you know, Miss Watergate is still running around freely. We should find out why. We should also gather more background information on her. I want to know who we're really dealing with. Anyway, so this just basically talks about the whole thing. Oh yes, one who does street art by blowing memorials to pieces by any chance? Oh, that's really nice. Great, you found another document. Before we go on, let's clarify your job and how it affects mine, shall we? You have extracted all the info I already knew about Miss Watergate. Starting now, I'm going into this case blind. The Orwell Ethical Codex dictates that investigators like yourself are the only ones allowed to access the documents of target persons. Advisors like me only get to see the data provided by the investigators. When we will then draw conclusions and request action. Your primary job is to provide information you deem important. Never give away incorrect or misleading data. Yes, that's a big no-no. You may hit disable on a data chunk you do not want to pass on to Orwell. However, some data chunks might be necessary to progress on the case. Right, so we've got all the data chunks out of this one. So now we can go to her port. Alright, so this is a good example of, this one right here. She's a colorful inhabitant of Wonderland. No. So that one we'll go ahead and disable because we don't want that. And I'm actually going to change her profile picture to that one, because I think I like that one better than a mugshot. And we're gonna get this, quit her dull day job to focus on her art career. Interesting. We should find out what job that was. Yes, we should. All right, so then we can go here. You tell. Good, you found a chat handle. That will allow us to overhear any conversation on that account. The listener has now been unlocked. New conversations will appear whenever they are started. So, yeah, anyway. So then we can go here. Click on this. Oh, look. It's a picture of her. And it says the businessman's forgotten daughter. So it looks like we have a new conversation going on here. This is a Christmas present for her darling. Okay. So we got that. We've got all the information that we need, or that we can here. So we'll go back to the main part here. Let's click on the listener. Now she's having a conversation with an unknown person. So this is one of those data chunks that you can use or you don't need to use. It's up to you. And I'm actually going to disable this one. You now have a profile for a related person. It can be accessed via the profiler. Data chunks will only appear for targeted persons and can only be extracted into their relevant profiles. Watergate. Farm entrepreneurs. That does ring a bell. Alright, so the session's closed. That's all we're going to get out of that one. So now we've unlocked different documents. So we'll look at this. This is her lawyer friend. Orwell informs me you just encountered conflicted data chunks. Whenever the content of two data chunks are at odds with one another, those will be shown as conflicted. When you extract one of the data chunks containing a conflict, the others will become invalid immediately. I'd highly recommend that you clarify the context of the conflict before you proceed. Though this is your decision, once the information has been parsed, there is no way to reverse your choice. Alright, so if we look at it, it says that this one is that she was acquitted with the case being closed due to lack of evidence. So the conflict is this one that says they, which is the relatives of the victim, they openly voiced their concerns that the wealthy family of the accused might have influenced the outcome in her favor. So it's just kind of their opinion. So this one is more the truth than this one. Because, so anyway, so we'll use this data chunk just because that one's biased, more or less. This is what I figured. A pity that the CCTV feed did not actually help. Maybe it will today. Okay, so that's the only data chunk that we're going to get out of that one. Yay! This game is really cool. I like the design. I like the way it's made. It's really interesting just because of the concept behind it. Like, it's kind of like, in a sense, you hold these people in your hands type thing. So, products, okay, that's cool. We know the products. All right. So here's the company. The company, Bruno Watergate, Dr. Alice Watergate, oh, and Cassandra Watergate. Maybe we should use that one just for kicks and giggles. So she's junior COO. Appointed to be COO of a pharmaceutical company, probably by one of her parents. Being an artist and a junior COO seems quite odd. She also mentioned she had quit a dull job, didn't she? Yes. So I'm actually going to, disable this one because I don't want to have all these. They make extra profiles and you don't really do anything with them. It just kind of clutters up this area over here. So we could actually use this picture of her instead of that one. Nah, we better keep the blue-haired because that's who she. Oh, and we can. Whoops, we can disable this one too. Okay. So now we gotta click the jobs link. Oh, and this is important. Or maybe I was wrong and nothing stays in the family. Ouch. This is probably what she meant about quitting her job. Good. Currently, I am thinking that our Miss Watergate underwent quite a radical change. Don't you agree? Let's find out what happened in between these two lives of hers. What may have caused this radical shift? So there's nothing else. No. Okay, so let's go back to this. Okay, Cassandra's timeline. And then there's this one with her with her tongue sticking out. Art, music, and activism. Art, music, activism. What a lineup. So he can actually get a bit annoying at times. Alright, so here's one right here. It shows that it's conflicting. I'm just going to disable it because it's not necessary to the plot of this story. Anyway, so sometimes you'll get this an activist group. Is there anything more specific? So anyway, and then we'll go give her a alias. Kassar this. An alias name. You know, people on the web, so many names, so many identities. It's always good to record every alias. Then we can match data chunks to target persons whenever they are using them. So this is kind of like a Big Brother type thing. It's basically able to look in to everything through the back end type thing, just because it's able to excuse me there. I have a little catch in my throat for some reason. So she's with her lawyer, might be noteworthy. I completely forgot what I was talking about. Oh well, I guess it wasn't important. Alright, so that's the part right there that's conflicting with the other one where it says my best friend Mary. I don't see how it's too conflicting, really. I mean, I guess maybe it is. This is 2017 in the beginning, and then this one is clear down here is back in 2016. So a lot of changes could have happened in that length of time. Anyway, alright, so that's, and we could do this one, but I'll just disable that one. So we don't need that one. Go back to the listener now. Here's a second session with her lawyer boyfriend, Joseph Langley. That one's very important. The fact that she has to catch a bus there every day, meaning her presence there before the bombing could be coincidence after all. I'll reserve my thoughts until you find more evidence. So, this is a good data chunk. An activist group called Thought? Interesting. Maybe this is what influenced her. And who is Goldfels? I don't know. Your buddy, I guess. The conversation kind of continues to go in the background. Anyway. Okay. We should find something that shows her current attitude and see if we're following the right person. Alright, so the thoughts are free, huh? All these are archived. So, this is the only one we can look at. Oh, look, it was written by her. So it says, not all conflicting data chunks have been found yet. Upload is strongly discouraged. Yeah, I don't really care. That's because that's... Huh, if you think that is her actual attitude, we might be barking up the wrong tree after all. Alright, what we've found so far is all good and interesting, but I think we should be searching for something a little more concrete. We have to dig deeper. Whatever, dude. Well, that wasn't very good. We were able to get into that particular one through that link, but for whatever reason it's still anyway. So these little red stars mean that there's still information in them that we have yet to extract. We just can't get to them right now. Okay. This was the conflicting data chunk for that one. This is a really interesting conversation. I guess I just don't feel like having to read it all. Okay, so we have to decide. Do we use this one that says, Cassie, you hurt that officer to save me, and you succeeded? Or do we say this one, Juliet, I smashed the freaking skull of a father of 2 children because I lost it? I'm going to go with this one. Oops, sorry. In Miss Watergate's case, it was not a problem to get her address with the help of local police due to her former record. Edelman basically said, what? She openly admits to that kind of... yeah, or something like that. I don't know. And we missed this one, where he asked her if she's taken her medicine. Okay, we'll go back to this session. Well, that's alright, we don't need to. Basically, she's just saying, you're right, I should take it down. This had to be good. Wait, somebody's at the door, be right back. I'll inquire if all went well with arresting Miss Watergate. You did a good job in any case. Although we have no proof she's involved in the bombing, we might be able to question her. And with that admission of guilt, she will probably serve some time. Okay, I just received confirmation that she is now in custody. Very good work indeed. I'm curious about this thought group, though. Whether they... oh, God. No. Take a look at the news. 2 dead after second explosion. So we know it's not her that's doing the bombings, obviously, because she was in custody. That's not what we're doing. Got headlines. We need the products. Because we need to find out what this methrin is. Oh, it's an antidepressant. Okay, we got that. 2 dead after a second explosion. Crime rates drop, really? Maybe not so much. Huh. I wonder if her adverse attitude towards the assault is actually worth anything then. Perhaps emotions were high if she's reliant on this medication. That's horrible. 2 dead, similar approach, same letter found, so these assaults are connected. And as if that wasn't enough already, Miss Watergate was in custody at the time, so that's her out of the picture, at least for this attack. Ugh, this complicates matters massively. So much for an open shut case, or whatever he said. I need to speak with my superiors, see how we are to proceed given these extenuating circumstances. You did good today. You can log off and get some rest by clicking the button on the top right of the desktop. Try and get some sleep. I have a feeling the next few days are going to be trying at best. Alright, so it talks about the university. That's where it happened. Oh, safety bill. We can click on the safety bill, check it all out, blah, 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 blah. Positions, people, projects. Yeah, okay. People. Yep, we got all that. Positions, talked about everything there. Participate. Yep, let's become a participate. Alright, awesome. So we got rid of all that except for these. We can't do anything with those. We can get rid of that. And there's nothing in listener, nope. So we just well exit because we can't do anything else. So we're gonna log out. And this tells us everything that we figured out. So I think I'm gonna leave this episode here. So if you liked it, don't forget to kick that like button in the teeth. And if you didn't like it, you can go ahead and kick the dislike button in the teeth, I guess. And leave comments. Subscribe, because I try to upload videos at least every other day, if not every day. Comment, I already say comment, and tell people, please tell people about this channel. Let me know what you think about this game. It's really cool, I really like it. I like the concept behind it, I like the art style. It's really awesome. The music's okay, and it's really a game changer depending on what you choose, what you choose to upload. Choose to upload silly things, they'll call you out on it. You can choose separate data chunks, this, that, the other. Alright, anyway. So, this is Dark Soldier 424 Week City Gaming Corner, and I'm out.